The Axeman of New Orleans was an unidentified serial killer who operated in New Orleans, Louisiana, and nearby areas from May 1918 to October 1919. While some press reports mention similar murders dating back to 1911, recent research has cast doubt on the accuracy of these claims. The Axeman's true identity was never discovered. The murders remain unsolved. The killer primarily targeted Italian immigrants and Italian Americans, which raises the possibility of racial motivation. Since the perpetrator was never apprehended, this theory was never definitively proven. Italian grocer Joseph Maggio and his wife Catherine were attacked in their New Orleans home on May 23, 1918. The intruder cut their throats with a razor and then used an axe to strike their heads. Joseph survived briefly, but died later. The killer left behind bloody clothes and a razor belonging to Andrew Maggio, Joseph's brother. Despite suspicion, Andrew was released due to lack of evidence. Catherine Maggio suffered a deep throat cut leading to her death. A chilling message referencing a previous axe attack on the Sciambra couple was found nearby. The killer wrote, "Mrs. Maggio will sit up tonight just like Mrs. Tony." Louis Bessemer and Harriet Lowe were attacked at Bessemer's grocery store. Bessemer suffered a skull fracture while Lowe was injured in the ear. They were found in a pool of blood by a delivery driver. Police arrested a suspect, but he was later released due to lack of evidence. Bessemer was suspected of being a German spy, but was acquitted of murder charges after serving 9 months in prison. Harriet Lowe was attacked while in bed with Louis Bessemer. She was found unconscious and taken to a local hospital. Lowe's scandalous statements in her status as Bessemer's mistress caused media frenzy. She disliked the police chief and refused to cooperate. Despite her suspicions, Lowe returned home but died shortly after surgery. She accused Bessemer before her death. Anna Schneider was attacked in the evening of August 5, 1918. The pregnant woman was repeatedly struck in the face by a dark figure. Her scalp was cut open and she was covered in blood. Her husband found her. She gave birth 2 days later. Nothing was stolen. James Gleason, an ex-convict, was arrested but later released due to lack of evidence. Investigators believe the attack was connected to previous incidents. Joseph Romano, an elderly man, was attacked in his home on August 10, 1918. His nieces Pauline and Mary found him with severe head injuries. The assailant, described as a dark-skinned, heavy-set man in a dark suit and slouched hat, fled the scene. Romano died 2 days later. The home was ransacked, but nothing was stolen. A bloody axe was found in the backyard. The back door had been chiseled. This murder caused panic, with reports of the Axeman lurking. Charles Cortamaglia, his wife Rosie, and their infant daughter Mary were attacked in their home on March 10, 1919. Grocer Irolodano Giordano heard screams and found them injured. Rosie held their deceased daughter while Charles was bleeding on the floor. Both suffered skull fractures. No items were stolen, but a chiseled back door panel and a bloody axe were found. Rosie accused the grocer and his son Frank, who were later found guilty but released when Rosie confessed to falsely accusing them. The 2-year-old daughter, Mary, was killed during the attack, with a single blow to the back of her neck. Steve Bocco, a grocer, was attacked in his bedroom on August 10, 1919 by an axe-wielding intruder. He woke up to find a dark figure standing over him. Bocco ran to his neighbor's house for help after realizing he had been seriously injured. No items were stolen, but the back door had been tampered with. Bocco survived the attack but had no memory of the incident. Sarah Lawman was attacked on September 3, 1919. Neighbors found her unconscious in her home after she didn't respond. She had a severe head injury and missing teeth. The intruder entered through an open window and used a blunt object. A bloody axe was found outside. Lawman recovered but could not remember the attack. Mike Pepitone was attacked on October 27, 1919. His wife discovered a large man with an axe leaving their bedroom. Mike was injured and covered in blood. The room, including a painting of the Virgin Mary, was splattered with blood. Mrs. Pepitone could not describe the killer. This was the final Axeman attack.